Greetings class, welcome back to your weekly episode of One Piece. This is the episode where it gets crazy, so lock the in you and subscribe and let's get into it. Boom, so if you don't remember last episode, Luffy pulls up in Gear 5 form and grabs Kizaru like he's a snack. And he says to him, "You up," and starts spinning him and throwing him all around, then he just launches the man all the way into the air. Bro turned him into Team Rocket for real. The Straw Hats are like, hold on, that's our captain? Damn. But they know they gotta cut before Kizaru comes back, because if they don't, they're all gonna be cooked. But they have a problem. They gotta carry Robin and Stussy too. Hold up, let me go help him out real quick. Now Atlas says, I'm gonna go take control of the pacifistas, because if I don't, we're gonna be joining King Von and Tupac soon. Vegapunk says, you know what, I'm gonna go too. But Usopp literally says, dog, why would you do that? They're literally trying to kill you. I'm not gonna lie, justice for my dog Usopp. He hasn't done anything noticeable since Dressrosa. Somebody please bring back Soga King. Now Sanji was listening to this whole conversation and he says, nah, ain't no way they hurt Bonnie, I promise you they're all dead. So they all agree to go and save Bonnie and they meet up at the rear exit. Now we cut to Lilith and Frankie and they're talking and Frankie's like, damn, if only I was faster. I'm gonna be real with you, dog, you were never gonna do anything, doesn't matter how fast you were. But Lilith says, you're good, twin, just go out there and do what you gotta do. And bro hits her with a pose before he leaves, that's real as fuck. Now we cut to Bonnie and we see her hiding in the bushes while a bunch of Marines are out here looking for her. And she just turns herself small and gets ready to fight. This one Marine says, hold up, something's not right around here, and Bonnie comes in and hits him straight in the dome and turns him into a child?
Nigga, where your mom at, nigga?
So now she's running through all these Marines, hitting them, changing their age, but one of them grabs her hood and now her cover's fully blown. So she says, I bet, and starts packing them all up, jumping in the air. Hold on, is this Bonnie or is this Madara? I'm not gonna lie, she probably got one of the best double fruits in the whole series. She can manipulate the age of anything she touches, like she can make people old, make them young, she can make a weapon rusty too. Like, imagine the damage she'll be able to do if she awakens her devil fruit on some Shigaraki shit. Now the Navy says, hey, go find that girl because she's dangerous. I'm telling you, man, there's no way these foot soldiers are getting paid enough. Now Bonnie's hiding from the Marines and she can hear them coming, but they end up finding Sentomaru instead. And they're like, damn, this burnt as hell, boy. Bro's moving like Armin. And we learn he caught Bonnie when she got hit and saved her. Now we cut to this bitch ass Rob Lucci and our goat Zoro, and he's hiding in the trees, getting out of Zoro's sight. But there's something that he doesn't know. He forgot Zoro has the Sharingan in his left eye. Once that's open, there's nothing he can do about it. Boom, Lucci goes in and tries to attack him from behind, but Zoro can smell that shitty ass smell from a mile away and dodges. And now they're going at it and Rob Lucci punches him in the air. And he uses Flash Step and they clash again. Hold on really quick. Is this not the Super Saiyan power-up sound effects? What is going on here? But they keep clashing, Haki versus Haki, and Zoro says, alright, let me just aura farm a little bit. And he puts his legs in the air and starts spinning around and around and around and does a whole takedown into the ground. This Luffy guy's there just laughing and he's like, yo Zoro, I packed this scrub up 3 times already. Don't tell me you need help. I'm good, twin. Just focus on Kizaru. I'm not gonna lie, this is great choreography. Now this Lucci guy is huffing and puffing. The man is tired. And Zoro says, listen, I'm gonna be real with you, Lucci. If this is the best you got, you not fucking with Luffy at all. Shit, you might be right. But if I take down a number 2, that's still good too. Yeah, that's how you know this guy's a bum. Get this guy out of here, bro. Now we cut to Kizaru and the man is just falling all the way into the water and he's just aura farming. I've never seen anything like this before. And the man says, I guess I gotta try now. And he goes into nonchalant mode, turns himself into light and pulls up on Luffy again. Luffy's there like, no way the man is back again. But this time he uses Shadow Clone Jutsu and they all bust out a sword and start trying to cut up Luffy. Luffy's dodging all these attacks like he's got Ultra Instinct or something, and he starts punching all around the cloud, but Kizaru ends up cutting him. But Luffy's not going out like that. It became personal. I say no more, and he transforms into Giga Luffy, and he slaps all the Kizarus. I'm telling you, man, anytime Luffy goes into Gear 5, it's a boss battle. Kizaru turns into light, and he's flying all around Luffy, and Luffy says, let me just go grab you. But Kizaru dodges and starts running on his arm. But Luffy still ain't having it. The man blows him away. Pause. But this Kizaru guy has really been watching Naruto. He does that one Naruto move and throws himself with the clones. And this Luffy guy is running for his life. But then he says, I'm just joking. And he uses Dawn stamp and goes right through all the Kizaru. Luffy's like, take that, bitch. But this was actually all a part of Kizaru's plan. He turns into light and goes straight for the laboratory.
Got him. We fucking got him.
And grabs Usopp by the neck. Nah, see how he grabbed Usopp though? It's because he knows Usopp's got the most potential. He's the real GOAT. He's really a part of the monster trio. Brook and Nami are like, hey, let our go. But Kizaru says, hold up, where the hell is that old man? And all we see is Vegapunk driving to go save Bonnie with Atlas. And then the Sanji guy comes and says, hey, don't forget about me. And he hops in the whip too. But Kizaru sees them and he says, I say no more. And he gets the laser blicky out again and goes to shoot them. But Luffy eats it? What the f? Now after Luffy eats it, that shit's going throughout his whole bloodstream. The man can't contain it, so the beam goes everywhere. But with that, Vegapunk uses that time to drive all the way to the Frontier Dome, open it quickly, and jump through it so he can finally escape. Now the Navy's like, that old ass bitch Vegapunk is here, someone go kill him. But Atlas had a plan for them. She pops her head out the whip and says, hey, Pacifista's new order, pack up all them Navy now. And they start shooting everyone, blasting the soldiers. Big Mom ting though, that's on them. They should've just worked in a bar or some shit. I don't know what to tell them. And we just see the Saint Saturn guy sitting down. Bro thinks he's an oil farmer. You're too old for that shit, bro. Go work on your pension. Okay, tiny intermission. If you need time to get a snack, get it now. Cause we're going into the next episode. Boom, we cut to the Marines and they're like, hold on, that was Vegapunk, we're cooked, run for your life. But they're already getting packed up left and right. Now we see Vegapunk coming down from the sky and he's like, Atlas, go look for Bonnie. So Sanji and Atlas are looking everywhere, trying every trick in the book to find her. They even bust out the Popeye's chicken sandwich and she still doesn't come. But basically Vegapunk says the car isn't falling right now because the car has island cloud wheels. I can't lie, I don't really know what that means, but he's smart, so I'm allow it. Then Sanji says, I found her. Wait, you actually found her, gang? Bro, do you not know who I am? When has my ability to find a girl ever gone wrong? I swear every group has a homie like this. Even Vegapunk's like, shit, I gotta trust it. But Sanji says, nah, this whip ain't fast enough. Let me go on foot to go check on her. So he goes to see Wagwan. Now we cut to Bonnie and she's like, thank God the pacifistas are back on our side. But this Vice Admiral finds her and tries to destroy her in one hit, but luckily she dodges and now she's surrounded. But we all know she's not going out like that. She pulls out the blick and uses near-death experience, which basically makes someone die and come back to life. Hold on, Anos? Let me know if y'all want me to do this anime too. I was just watching it, this shit's crazy. Nah, but I'm telling you, this devil fruit is actually insane. The man literally said he saw King Von. But with that distraction, she takes the time to turn into Usain Bolt and start sprinting. But a pacifista pulls up right in front of her, and someone says, where you think you going, ho? But this old ass Navy Vice Admiral appears on its back, and basically she has the ride fruit, and that lets her take a ride on anything or anyone. Not gonna lie, petition to only have bad gal in the Navy. What is going on here? Imagine you're doing devil fruit roulette and this is the devil fruit you get. I'd be pissed. But she says, if you die, they're gonna turn back, right? But Bonnie can't fight her pops, that's her OG. And she orders a pacifista to go kill Bonnie. But again, you and me know if there's a female in danger, the Gallus himself, Sanji, will be there. So he comes in with the quickness and saves Bonnie. And he's like, listen, I know that's your pops, but what are you doing right now? You're about to die. But they forgot, this is not no fair fight. The Vice Admiral comes back and tries to hit both of them, but Sanji takes her and runs. Vegapunk pulls up with a new Tesla and says, get on, twin. We got the pacifistas on our side. So they get on and they escape. Now back in the lab, they're getting ready to transport Robin out. Hey, they better keep my girl safe. But they're leaving, and they decide to leave without Stussy? Now we go back to this bitch Rob Lucci vs Zoro. They're going at it. He kicks Zoro, jumps at him like he's an animal, and then starts dashing all around him. This guy wants to be a main villain so bad, like bro, pack it up. Now we cut back to Luffy vs Kizaru, and Kizaru's trying to hit him with the finger blick. But Luffy's just dodging all his attacks, flexing, having fun. And he says, damn, Can you not just let me do my job? I'm not trying to waste no time on you, bro. And Luffy says, nah, I can't let you do that, OG. You can't get past me. And this old bastard is finally starting to move. So the battle's heating up between everybody. Kizaru says, look, it's 2019 Doja Cat. And Luffy looks, and he takes that time to leave with the quickness. That's elite ball knowledge, by the way. If you know, you know. But Luffy realizes he lied, and he starts chasing him too. Then Luffy, Kizaru, Zoro, Lucci, they all feel something. Jinbei's like, what the hell is that presence? Nami and Usopp and Chopper don't even feel nothing. You wanna know why? Because Nami's related to Emu, Chopper's the Earth God, and Usopp is just God Usopp, let's be honest. But these other two admirals say it can't be him.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
And all we hear is pacifistas stand down. Vegapunk is like, why did they stop escorting us? What's going on? Why y'all not following orders no more, man? They realize there's only one reason they would stop following orders, and that's if someone with higher authority told them to stop. And that can only be the 5 elders. Then all we see is a transmutation circle on the ground. Nah, don't tell me father's coming here, man. And they're like, let's not wait to see what comes out of that shit. And they start speeding away. 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. Then we hear a whole island-wide announcement, and it says Saint Saturn is arriving on Egghead. Regular people, they can't even see them. Vice Admirals, most of them can't see them either. It's really only that rat Shanks. And we just see an explosion, and Vegapunk says, they really came to pack me up all the way here? That's the highest authority in the world. Nah, no way they got more pull than LeBron though, I don't care. And they say, we gotta get out of here. But something starts to come out of the circle. No, like, what actually is that? That's actually a homunculus. Shit looks like muck. And the Navy soldier's like, what the fuck is that monster? Bro's ugly as hell. Old as shit, boy. Definitely gets no hose. Ugly ass haircut too. And the man just kills him. What the is bro self-conscious about his appearance or something? What's going on? But he says, it's been a long time since I've been to the surface. What do you even mean by that? What actually is he though? Because I'm not gonna lie, shit is ugly as hell. Even Bonnie's like, what the is that? Then boom, out of nowhere, Kizaru comes and he tries to shoot down Vegapunk's whip, but it misses. Luffy comes back with the quickness and he says, stop running from me alone. Come face me like a real man. And he makes his arm big on some Popeye shit. I know you tired by now, boy, just let me do my job, okay? I'm trying to get promoted. And Frankie says, please, Luffy, do something. Why is bro moving like Sakura right now?
Please, Naruto!
And Kizaru fires a shot at him, but it misses, and Luffy spins around in a circle, hits him with a star gun. And the man says, I'm seeing stars. So what are we saying now? Is Luffy stronger than Kizaru or what? But after that hit, Luffy officially reached his limit and he falls to the ground. And we just see Saint Saturn watching Luffy fight and he's like, Nikka. I don't know why, but when he says it, it sounds like a slur. Now in the process of that, the whip gets destroyed and they all fall out. And they're like, hey, is everyone good? Yeah, we good over here. Damn, I can't believe we survived that. And this giant half bull, half spider demon monster is just standing over them. Vegapunk, I thought we already had you killed. But Bonnie's got that look in her eye. Because when she got Kuma's memories, she saw that this guy was there. He was a part of it. So she needs to get her get back. So Bonnie takes a sword and goes and jumps at Saint Saturn and stabs the man in the chest. And he's just staring her down. So yeah, that's all for this episode. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you thought about the episode. Let me know what you think about One Piece so far. Is it in your top 5? Is it in your top 3? Top 1? Let me know down below. Let me also know what other videos you want me to do. I did a poll, it should be up. Whichever one got the highest on that, I'll probably be doing that next. And yeah, join the Discord. Follow me on all socials. If you're going to DreamCon this month, holla at me. I will be there. Hit me on whatever you want and I'll most likely answer. Instagram, Twitter, whatever you want. And yeah, it's only up from here, boys. Almost at 40K. Hopefully we can reach that 50K. And yeah, I got more in store for this year. So stay tuned. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. We're going to keep getting bigger, better. And yeah, let me know if you guys want to see some IRL content too. Just putting that out there. All right, catch y'all boys in the next video. Peace.